I remember I said to you in the last conversation we had on Zoom about 2 months ago that I was willing to see you here in Mexico. You are right now here in Mexico again, making shows and sharing with the Mexican audience. How do you feel about being on tour again and making this kind of new encounter with the people?
It's nice because for the first time we are here with a big with our big production. You know, sometimes when we do a show, all the production is in Paris, New York, LA, and when you come to Mexico where people care about the songs the most, know the lyrics the most, we never manage to bring everything and to make the show you want to do. But tonight we did that. So it's very satisfying, and also the album is out very soon, so we're gonna play new songs that people... I'm curious to play a song that people actually don't know the lyrics to because they've never heard it. They cannot sing along, so it's a bit of a tease. It's interesting. I don't know. This show is very special to us already.
So you like surprises with the people. You like to amaze the audiences that are
listening
to you and making like a new sing along.
Yeah. Also, we sort of do the shows we would like to see if we were watching a band that we like. So surprises are good. The fact that this crowd is so special and so they care so much about a band and music is the best conditions also to play new songs and to do all these tricks. And no, it's very satisfying. I'm glad we're ending this tour with Mexico because the shows after Mexico is hard, you know. Because the crowd don't compare. You know, you go from a place where they sing along everything, they're high energy, to some place where it's better to end on a high note.
But also you are bringing Mexico a new record and new songs. I was remembering that we spoke about Alpha Zulu, but right now there are a bunch of other songs and there is this collaboration with Ezra Koenig. How do you feel about all the creative process and the final result?
It's out soon, huh? November 4th is our album out, so in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
So it's it's exciting because it's coming. We see the, you know, we will see the result, but we're very proud of it because we worked on it so much. People have no idea how many details. People have no idea how many times this man thought of the hi-hat sound, for instance, or a pattern.
It doesn't make it necessarily better, though. You know,
but I wish they would.
You are very humble.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Actually, sometimes overworking stuff is not a good thing. But yeah, no, we wouldn't put out something we're not proud of. So yeah, it passed the quality control, which is for us it's pretty high. You know.
What happens when you are not satisfied with the result? For example, like a chef that is cooking and
we keep working. We keep working and we
discard as well. You know, a lot of things go to the trash. We recorded, if you add up all the things we recorded, it's approximately 3 weeks of music, and we just kept half an hour. So you know, there's a lot of things we don't keep, but that's part of the deal, you know. We make music like this. We start from chaos. We just do a lot of things, blah, 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 and we try not to control anything, just random, and you know, and after that we just pick the little stuff, the little bits we like, and make songs out of it. So yeah, many things are really bad.
How did you control chaos? I think it's quite difficult.
Chaos is good. Chaos is good at the beginning, but then you have to, because it's a world of possibilities. You have so many options. You know, a song can be anything, and then you have to. It's the four of us. We all have to be on the same wavelength and agree that one direction will be the. Sometimes it's immediate. You know, sometimes two parts go together, and they feel like they've always meant to be together, and sometimes you sort of force the puzzle, or you're like, and ultimately it makes sense. So it's the four of us. It's also sometimes we had Philippe Zdar who passed away, but who would help us come in the studio and produce and choose the songs. And so this time we were lucky that Thomas from Daft Punk came a few times and was, you know, helping us, giving us perspective, because the songs we hear them 40,000 times. So at some point we want a fresh ear. We want someone that knows about music, that knows us, that knows what a demo sounds like and where you can take it to, you know, how to mix a record, how to master a record. And so we reach out to friends, and we're lucky that we have friends, you know, that are great musicians. And, you know, Anti-Amo Nicolas Godin from Air, we played him a few songs too, and he was helping us out. And sometimes we just need people that are musicians, that know where we want to go, that know us, and kind of, you know, reveal, they're a mirror of what to see how confident we are with certain songs, or how.
You are telling names that are right now part of the musical history of the world of the 21st and 20th century. And I am thinking, I want to be in your Paris, because I would think that it would be a great bunch of harmony and creativity. I was following your career since the beginning, and I am thinking that you are right now like an icon of the vanguard music, French vanguard music right now. How do you feel about being such an icon for new musicians that are following your steps?
I don't think we'll ever feel like an icon. It's to me, whenever you say these things, they're surreal. And I'm not saying this to be humble or anything, but every time something was successful, we thought there was a part of hard work, but there was also luck. You know, some sort of the planets were aligned, and everything was like, it was good timing. So we don't really. It's still surreal that all these musicians from France are icons somehow. It's not because the atmosphere in France is very low key about this, and everything is relative to, you know. I don't really have an answer to your question. I don't think we see us. This is our 7th album, so we see the collection of albums that we're proud of. You know, we see them as that. We are happy that when we look back at these albums, they'll all be representative of a time in our life. You know, when our kids were 2 years old, our family was here. Some new kids were born, other people passed, and so we make them, so we're proud of them. But then we don't really see the largest. Even when people say that a band sounds like us, that they're inspired, I never really notice it. You know, yeah. I don't see. It's hard to notice. Some say like, no, it sounds exactly like Phoenix. I'm like, I don't see it. But so we are a little distance from this.
But they can have the sound, but not the soul. And I think that's something that it's very related to your music. It's music with soul that can relate to a specific time when you were telling about all these 7 records, a specific time in this evolution, but always with that essence that you want to transmit to the people.
Yeah, no, probably, but we never think about that. You know, every album we try to take a different direction completely from what we did in the past. The goal is to make something new every time. So all the things we leave behind, it's cool, but you know, we try not to think, you know, awards or stuff like this. It's all in storage and all the, you know. Well, sometimes, yeah, no, it's not totally honest. Sometimes we look back at what we did, but we know it's dangerous. So you know, people influence or everything, or yeah, we try not to bother too much about this.
How do you see 2023? Because every time we are thinking about the past or the present, and I think that right now after the pandemic, many people are willing to think about the future and to build a better future. How do you see the next year?
I don't know, it's tricky. I stopped making predictions. No one saw what, like, I stopped making predictions and I stopped taking things for granted. I think, now I live in the United States for 15 years. So it's pretty grim. It's not the best. What's happening there is not very, it's not a, but, for artists, it's good when there's struggles and there are things, there's great music that comes out. So it turns out that that's what we do, our musicians, and so from a creative point of view, we're looking forward to making music, but I don't know what's 23, it's too, it's pretty unpredictable these days.
I was telling, my time is running out, so I was telling Sergio that the first time that I spoke with you here in Mexico, it was also in the lunchtime. Also, you were, as I told you, you were sharing bread and cheese.
Yeah.
And right now it's again,
as French people do. This is not us. Whenever we come here, and it's not only in Mexico, people to welcome us because they're French, they bring us croissant, bread and cheese. But we're the opposite. We want to have local food,
You want some tacos.
We don't want bread and cheese. We have it at home, so we are curious people.
I will tell the people that they're not.
We tell them, but they still bring it everywhere. It doesn't matter. You can tell them. You can even say like, I want local water. I don't want San Pellegrino. They will still bring San Pellegrino. It drives us crazy.
Not Topo Chico.
No, because we're like San Pellegrino traveled. It went from Bergamo, Italy, to probably water should not travel this far. It's not a commodity that should travel. Topo Chico, yeah. Also, I love.
It's
kudos.
from Monterrey. It's from Nuevo.
Yeah, we're going there tomorrow. Yeah.
So I will ask for the people in Monterrey that bring you.
Oh, we will have Topo Chico.
Well, next time, hopefully, I will take you to some meal here in Mexico with some local.
We do. No, we do. The problem is that cheese plate that you're talking about is gonna stay under the sarin wrap.
And it will stay
and hopefully
forever.
someone will take it home, but it will not be touched by us.
They take it and put a signature on that.
We sign on to it.
Guys, it was a pleasure to have
Thank you.
this conversation and have a great time today and tomorrow in Monterrey.
Thank you very much.